No one will be able to stand up against you during your lifetime. I will be with you in the same way I was with Moses. I won't desert you or leave you. Be brave and strong, because you are the one who will help this people take possession of the land which I pledged to give to their ancestors. Be brave and strong as you carefully obey all the instructions that Moses, my servant, commanded you. Don't deviate even one bit, either to the right or to the left. Then you will have success wherever you go. Never stop speaking about this instruction scroll. Recite it day and night so you can carefully obey everything written in it. Then you will accomplish your objectives and you will succeed. I've commanded you to be brave and strong, haven't I? Don't be alarmed or terrified, because the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. So, this is from the start of Joshua. This is after Moses has died and the people have entered the promised land. Joshua becomes the new leader of his community. And this is after Moses and the people have traveled for 40 years in the wilderness. And they're there. They have made it. And yet they haven't also made it, right? There's still a heck of a lot of work left to do on the other side. And I think that's a apt way to think about where we're at in this coronavirus thing. Right, we've made it. The governors said, hey, y'all, we can start to think about opening up in a variety of ways. On the other hand, opening up in a variety of ways takes a lot of doing. But the good thing here, we also have be not afraid. Not once, not twice, but 3 times God reminds Joshua and the people to not be afraid, but instead to be of good courage. And we too can take that to heart, I believe. And then, of course, there's the stuff about don't deviate to the right or the left. Don't do other than that which you've been called to do through Moses, and that God has called you to do. Right? There's a certain way to do things that will allow for people to be safe. There are laws floating around in there for the people of God there, and so too there are a variety of ordinances we ourselves have to keep up as we go through this journey, maybe not to the promised land, but to something more closely approximating normalcy as a community, both and as well as individually and also as a larger community, as a nation and as a world as well. So that's a big introduction there, just to let you all know that council has met. We've started to talk about what reopening will look like, the hows and the whens of it all. And the first step we're going to be taking is sending out a survey. We're going to use a computer program called SurveyMonkey. It's something we used before. I believe it was for Vacation Bible School or for Sunday School, I forget which, but it will send out a survey to all of you. You'll fill it out, and then this online thing will tabulate all the answers and give us a nice, neat sheet explaining how things break down in a wide variety of ways. So we're going to be asking you some questions about what things have been like during the pandemic, what things were helpful that we've been doing to sort of keep you all spiritually fed and nourished, even as we're in a very different kind of time. But also asking questions about reopening and what genuinely would make sense and what would not make sense for folk. So the second thing that we're going to be doing to kind of start moving forward is we're going to be going back to something we've done every summer for a couple years now, which is learning lawn chairs and lemonade. So common thing we've done before, but it's a little more pertinent this time. So learning lawn chairs and lemonade is a time where we gather for fellowship and learning opportunity out on our side lawn. And, we've talked about everything from non canonical scriptures to sort of the connection between church and culture and what that does to theology. We looked at, I think it was the parables last year. Anyway, it's a good time in general, and it's especially important now because it's safer outside than in. So we're kind of doing a dry run to get a sense of what we're able to do outside and still be safe. What we can trust people to do in order that will follow the rules, that will keep everybody safe and healthy, that will be um, done in ways that are all right. So the first Learning Lawn Chairs and Lemonade will be on Monday the 29th from 7 to 7:30. You'll notice that's half an hour shorter than normal. That's because one of the things that causes the virus to spread is extended exposure. So if you're around somebody for less that is asymptomatic or something like that, that we don't know they have the virus, you're less likely to get the virus if you're around them for a less amount of time. Additionally, we're going to be, as I said, outside. We're all going to be masked, so if you don't put on a mask, you don't get to participate. We're going to be 6 feet away from one another, so we'll have some sort of tape measure out there to make sure that we can do a giant 6-foot circle around each of us and we can be safe. Additionally, it'll be bring your own, lemonade, any sort of snack that you want, please bring your own. And also bring your own lawn chair. Now, that's not always how we've done things, but for the sake of safety, we're going to be doing it that way. So again, it'll be Monday the 29th, 7 to 7:30. We'll be outside, masked, 6 feet apart, and we will be bringing our own snacks and lawn chairs. So one last thing, because you might be wondering, we're going to be looking at the Didache. So this is an early church document that talks about what it means, what it looks like to be community together, what are the things we do in worship. And this is probably written by the same community that wrote the Gospel of Matthew. And so we're going to be spending some time in this, 4 weeks total, asking the question of, what does it mean to be community? And especially, what does it mean if we take this document, this early Christian document, as a serious representation of what community looks like? So, we got Joshua, we got a survey, we got learning, lawn chairs, and lemonade. So that is what I have for you this Wednesday. I hope all is well. God bless. Bye.